Good day, guys. Welcome to today on PrincessAnuTv. Hope you're doing fine, great, excellent, and you know all the rest. Everything good. Anyways, today I did not fly today, and there are several days like this that a lot of us as student pilots do not get to fly. This is no okay, maybe something. There are days, sometimes some of us stay a week and we don't fly. Some of us stay like 3 days and we don't fly. So today I would just like us to talk about like some very productive things that you can do while you're not flying, because it can, if you don't take your time to do some things that are productive, I tell you, you might get demoralized. Seriously, a lot of student pilots fall into this, and it's not really a good phase. So today I'm going to be listing 7 things that I know that are productive. Most of these things I do them, and I just know it's going to like keep your mind kind of like sane and you know put yourself together. You can put yourself together till when it's time for you to fly, till when you are ready to fly. So I'm going to be listing these 7 things, and I hope you can put them to practice, because I know if you do that, you will get good results. Trust me, I'm so sure about it. You're going to get good results when it's time to fly. So let's move over. But in case you're new to this channel and you don't know me, my name is Princess Anu. I'm a student pilot, a commercial pilot license holder, and I school and train here in Nigeria. And if you want more information about flight school, getting to flight school, especially here in Nigeria, you can send me a mail. My email is in the description box of this video. You can also chat me up on Instagram, and also where else can you find me? Probably on Twitter, but I'm not that much active on Twitter, but trust me, you can find me on Instagram or in the mailbox. So let's dive straight into this, and don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to click on that bell so that you don't miss any of the uploads, you don't miss any single thing on this channel. The number one thing I have for you guys today is that when you are not flying, probably you're waiting like 2 days or 3 days or 1 week, and you've not seen, either there's no aircraft or there's no instructor for you to fly. The best thing you can do at that time is for you to read and study your procedures. See, I know it can be so difficult, because let me assume, like for me, sometimes if I maybe I'm supposed to fly today and I don't get the opportunity to fly, you know, when you have done a procedure over and over again and you're kind of like getting tired. But what will really encourage you and help you is that you know you are prepared. Whenever they say okay, the aircraft is around, you can quickly jump up and fly. It's not the one that okay, you knew you have been prepared to fly and you didn't get to fly, and now you've been on ground like 2 days or 3 days and you've not had the opportunity to fly, and you just leave the books aside. I tell you, when they call you up to fly, you are going to feel very rusty. Like it's going to be as if your instructor is going to feel like, what were you now doing all this while when you were waiting for me, or when you were disturbing me that you wanted to fly? So I'm just indulging you that instead of just staying and you know not doing anything, do well to read your procedures, do well to read all those things he told you to take note of. Do well to take note of them, so that when it's time for you to fly, you're not going to have any issues at all. I mean, any single issue. Everything is just going to go like straight. So let's move over to number 2. Another thing is that you've got a life. Yes, you are in flight school, but you have a life. Like for me, like I do YouTube, obviously I go to church, and I have friends and you know close people that I kind of like talk to and interact with. When I'm not flying, I do well to give those things more of my time. Like just like the way I'm making videos now for you to watch, I do these things most of the time when I'm not flying. So I have the opportunity to like sit down, film videos, or like have more time. Maybe if I was missing rehearsals before, like choir rehearsals, because I'm in the choir, if I was missing choir rehearsals, I like now give that more time. I start going for choir rehearsals. If probably during the period, because we don't only fly on weekdays, we also fly on weekends. If there were times where I was flying, now I'm no longer flying the weekends, I go to church or I do other things. I give my time to other things, because you've got to understand that you also have a life. Sometimes you can get so carried away with the whole flying thing, and you have forgotten that you actually have a life. Like you have other things to do, you have other things that keeps your spirits like you know lively and bubbling and all that. All those your friends that you didn't have opportunity to talk to when you were busy flying, this is an opportunity. You can do well to talk to them, catch up with them, spend time with them, go out, be happy, do fun things. Let it not just be yes, you're not flying, you're anticipating the fact that you're going to fly and you just stay doing nothing. Seriously, that is not going to help. Do those things, like catch up. You've got a life, do well to catch up with those things that you've missed out. Now, the third tip I have for you: catch up with the news and social media. This is on a different level. Now, the second one I gave you, which was a tip I gave you, was that you should catch up with friends and you've got a life, catch up with other things. Social media is also very, very important because, in aviation, networking is like, you need to be able to network, because I've heard of a lot of persons that say they got their own jobs by maybe their friend networked with so person and they called them, and before you know, everything was figured out for them. So if you're the kind of person that probably during that period of flying, like sometimes you can be so choked up with flying that you didn't even check your messages on Instagram or check your messages anywhere for like 1 week. And seriously, it's very natural. Those things can happen because you're trying to focus so much on this particular aspect of your life, and sometimes that seems as if these other aspects are going down. So when you're not flying, use that opportunity to catch up on news. Know what's happening in your country, in your state. Know what's happening around you. Hear the latest news. Not only that, also try to find out, like, social media, what's happening concerning aviation. There are people that maybe they listen to political news, they don't listen to aviation news. Seriously, listen to aviation news is very, very important. don't leave it aside, because obviously this is where we're going to get our jobs, this is where we're going to get every single thing that we need. So don't leave aviation news aside, incorporate all. The number 4 tip I have for you is tidy up your space. See, sometimes in the morning when you're rushing out and everything, you can leave your towel on your bed, just like I did this morning. Like, I can still see my towel on my bed. Like, you can just be so in a rush that you leave a lot of things here and there. This is an opportunity. Now you get flight line and you're not going to fly that day. That's the opportunity you have. Come back to your room, clean up your space, tidy up your room, tidy up everywhere. Let everything, when you're not flying, let it not be the same thing like when you are flying. Like, let it be a very big difference between the time you are flying and when you are not flying. Imagine if you were always like waking up, you wake up very early in the morning, you were flying that day and you're rushing to do this, do that. Now that you're not flying, let it be that difference. Let it be that you can clean up your space, you can make your environment look good. Like, okay, now you have some little time in your hand, use it, maximize that little time you have, because when you start flying again, everything's going to be you're going to be rushing and rushing. Sometimes you need to see me when I jump out of my room, like it's as if an antelope is chasing me and I have to like rush. But it's because I'm flying that day and there is nothing I can do about it. I have to rush out because I started my dressing and everything late. So let's move over, guys, to the 5th tip I have for you today. The 5th tip I have for you today is what I do. I try as much as possible to learn something new. Sincerely, just like I make YouTube videos, I don't only make YouTube videos, I also watch YouTube videos. So I use the opportunity to learn a new skill, either something to better my life, or something to better my editing, or something to better the channel, or I just try to learn something new. I tell you sincerely, what that extra one day is going to do for you, you are going to thank your stars. Guys, another thing you can do, which is the 6th tip I have for you today, is that you can also have maximum rest. I mean maximum, like the highest level. Do you know, when you're rushing to fly, you don't have the opportunity to have enough rest. So when you're not flying, what do? Give yourself rest. Like me. When I come back to the room, I sleep. I mean, I really sleep. I give myself that maximum sleep because I know that when it's time for me to get up and doing again, that's in flying and doing all these things, I will not have a choice than to be up and doing. So why not sleep when you have the opportunity to sleep? Then now when it's time to do the work, you can have enough strength, enough ginger, enough, paparazzi to go and fly. So let me talk about this final tip I have for you, which is the 7th one. I left this one in 7 because it's something you keep doing gradually, whether you're flying or you're not flying, that is later going to help you. And what I want to talk about is you researching about the company you want to work with. I tell you sincerely, sometimes I just go online and I research about companies that I have this kind of flair for. Like some companies I just like naturally, like some airlines I just like. So I just do myself that favor, go online, check the owners of these companies, check the aircraft they fly, check how long they've been in service, check their career progress, how they treat their pilots, all those things, because this is where you want to go find. So why not just give yourself the opportunity to know about this company? Seriously, it's going to help you a whole lot. So guys, these are the 7 tips I have for you today. Like, if you heard noise in the background, some work is kind of going on outside my room area, and that's why you're hearing all those noises. I'm sorry about that. I just had to film this video. So I hope this helps you in a whole long way. And in case you have anything disturbing you, challenges and all that, leave a comment in the comment section. Let's know what you do in your own free time. Personally, I would like to know what you do in your own free time, so you can leave it in the comment section and let me know. And in case, do not forget to subscribe, please.